It's real simple. Tangible book matters. Deutsche Bank is in the tank 6 times, 0.6 times tangible book. I mean, even Bank of America does substantially better. What is the triage you would recommend for Mr. Cryan?
I think he's already done it. And Brendan referred earlier to, he actually did a stint at UBS where he developed a credibility in the financial community, and particularly in Germany, that so the German market opens up 10% today. The financial services industry is all about confidence. If you lose confidence, you can't fund overnight.
But you're so good at this, Michael. Part of it is you got to get in front of people, and Deutsche Bank has learned, like everybody else, you've got to have a big New York platform. Do you presume they will have a lesser New York platform and try to run it out of London?
The quick answer would be yes, and the reason I say that, but minimal. I don't think he's going to do anything bold and different. He's been part of this plan for the last 2 years of bringing up what they're about to do. So I think he'll implement that, but implement it in a way, and that isn't pleasing to the disgruntled shareholders on the one hand. On the other hand, he's the right guy to do it.
Help explain why German shares are so confident this morning. What did John Cryan get right at UBS?
He took them through 2008, and they were a mess. He made the mess into. UBS is doing very well today. He took their New York presence, the banking, he shrunk it all down, the trading and everything, and he made the wealth management business, Brendan,
So he did the restructuring that Deutsche Bank desperately needs.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly. He implemented and developed credibility in the bank that didn't have it.
Yeah, but Vonnie, this gap is wide. The chart is simple. I'll put this out on Bloomberg Radio Plus here. And about J.P. Morgan, Vonnie, with massive outperformance over Deutsche Bank. I mean,
that's where I want to go.
I rarely use that word.
Deutsche Bank hold on to its retail operations or no?
I bet they do. Yeah, maybe shrink everything could be is candidate, I think, for shrinking with this guy, because he wants to. What he did with UBS was take them away from the risk stuff and say we're going to be predictable.
But that keeps them rooted in Germany. Do they want to be rooted in Germany as a German bank?
They are the premier bank in Germany.
This is a really important line of questioning, this idea of the relationship between Germany and Deutsche Bank. I've had German bankers tell me that the problem with Deutsche Bank is that it's not completely free to restructure the way it wants because the country needs a big investment bank abroad.
Yeah, and they will be a big investment. They might just be a little bit less big, Brendan. I think that's okay. And a little bit less expensive.
Would you buy, Michael? Do you have any shares?
You know, I have no shares of Deutsche Bank, but when I said that, I took a look at the numbers, and if they liquidate the thing today, which they're not going to do. Every dollar you put in today, you get 60. You put 60 cents in today, you get $1. That's better than American Pharoah.
Michael,
American Pharoah ran a race on.
Co-CEOs, okay? It doesn't work. It's never worked before in the history of mankind.
Oh, this other guy's gone.
Yeah, but co-CEOs doesn't work. Can co-geographies work? Frankfurt, London, that's always been. There's a cultural, it's like Shell Oil years ago between, wherever in the Netherlands and London. It's just confusing, isn't it?
It's confusing, but I think the good people can do that. I think it can be done. I think the co-CEO thing obviously has not worked. They're getting rid of the co-CEOs. One of them was spending a lot of time in court.
So can I put out on Twitter, Michael Holland loads a boat on Deutsche Bank this morning? No?
He would if he had the boat backing up.
Okay, very good. Michael Holland.